What's up, everybody? Kraken here, and today I got another one for you guys. We're going to be going over the Commander Precons, but first, I just want to do my little intro here. My name is Kraken. Used to have a channel, as you can see below, 1,500 subscribers. Got hacked. Long story short, we're rebuilding under the Kraken, focusing on MTG pack openings, reveals, reactions, etc. I've opened a little bit of Riftbound. I'll be playing on MTG Arena, probably starting with the Marvel set, just because I want to play the Marvel cards so bad. But I do have a strong interest in like the universes beyond. I know that's a little controversial, but I enjoy that it brings even some of my friends into the game that wouldn't necessarily touch Magic, and then it gets them into Commander, and then now I have more friends to play Commander with. My goal here is to kind of grow like a clean, family-friendly channel that's recognizable, and kind of build myself back up at least to the where I was with the 1,500 subscribers. All right, so first of all, we'll get into just the precons that we've seen so far. I know this coming week they're going to start doing each deck, and the one I'm most excited for is actually the Doctor Doom deck. But this is the Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. They're the face commanders. There's the next two will be coming, and they're all 4-color minus black, so red, blue, white, and green. They have good team synergy all with each other. Of course, Fantastic Four, and it can be built kind of in multiple different ways: tokens, combo, artifacts, control. So Mr. Fantastic has 2 and a blue, Vigilance Reach. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you cast a non-creature spell, so they're all non-creature spell triggers, you draw a card. And then they all have red, green, white, blue, something. His is copy target triggered ability. You control twice. You may choose new targets for the copy. 2/4. Invisible Woman is a 2 and a white legendary creature human hero. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast a non-creature spell, you create a 0/3 colorless wall creature token with defender and reach. When you attack, you may pay red, green, white, blue. When you do, target creature gets 1/0 until the end of turn for each creature you control and can't be blocked. I think that's pretty good with like Thing and Torch, which you'll see here. Thing and Torch. So Human Thing and Torch, official, face commanders, etc. Same as the other two. Human Torch, 3 and a red, legendary creature, human hero. They're all except for he's got the scientist tag. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you cast a non-creature spell, Human Torch gains flying, double strike, and haste to the end of the turn. So I mean, even if you come out, cast, you could cast a Bauble. It's a non-creature spell. It costs 0. Then he gets flying, double strike, haste. Comes out, hits for 6. And then whenever he attacks, you can see you can't do this on the same turn right on 4. You may pay red, green, white, blue. If you do, until the end of turn, whenever he deals combat damage to an opponent, he deals that much damage to the whole table. So yeah, I said he has a good table effect since he hits everybody, and that is commander damage, so that can that adds up quickly. The Thing, 5 and a green. So the most expensive of them, but I also think it's the one that closes out the game the quickest. Trample, beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast a non-creature spell this turn, put 4 1/1 counters on him. And then whenever the Thing attacks, you may red, green, white, blue. When you do, double the numbers of each counters on any number of target permanents. I personally think him and Mr. Fantastic, I think, are the 2 strongest, even though he costs the most, but that just closes out games. I don't think there's a way to give him haste per se. I mean, there is in these colors, but just I didn't think any of the other Fantastic Four could give him haste. Moving on. Oh yeah, so I compared them as a combination to like Aragon, the Uniter, just because when you do this, you get this. When you do this, you get this. It's got the 4/4. The other Fantastic Four, which I did not put in the slide, the one that came from the Jumpstart, kind of has like this, where when you do cast anything that's got 4 toughness, 4 power, or 4 cost 4, you burn. That was my closest comparison to the 4. Next is Captain America Team Leader, red, white, and blue. America. Legendary human soldier hero. Whenever another hero you control enters, it gains vigilance and haste until the end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on that hero and a 1/1 counter on Captain America. So it's like a 1/1 synergy and modified creatures style deck with an actual hero payoff because every time a hero enters, yeah, excuse me, not once per turn either. So every time a hero enters, it gets vigilance and haste, and it puts a counter. So it's good on offense and defense because it gets that vigilance. I don't think it's as strong, although it is a different deck as like the Secret Lair Captain America deck that's like more equipment based and can throw the shield. This one doesn't really have any of the shield, I guess, like flavor in it. There's still the mono white one from the main set that we covered yesterday that does have the shield counter, and then there's this one. They can all go in the same deck. You could even use like this one as your face commander, kind of like the equipment thing, and have him and the other one like as a backup. And moving on to my favorite and the one I'm looking forward to the most is Doctor Doom, King of Latveria. Doctor Doom, King of Latveria, 1 blue, black, and red, legendary human noble villain. Whenever you discard 1 or more land cards, each opponent loses 2 life. So it only triggers once per turn when discarding a land card. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, target villain you control gains a menace till the end of turn and connives. So it's a connive and discard synergy together. So you can pitch the land. If you do pitch the land, your villain won't grow, but then you get the burn. So you can kind of choose a good villain payoff. So you'd actually want to have a few villains in the deck. I mean, he can give himself every turn while he's out the menace and the connive. So you don't necessarily need like a high density of villains, but there are a few that you'd want to put in, and I'll go over those. I'm going to cover this as the deck that I want to do. I was kind of waiting for the Precon, but you'd want to have like Prowler, Tombstones, the Green Goblin package, because they also benefit from the discard and their villains. He does table-wide damage because he hits the whole table when he discards a land, and there's going to be a lot of synergies with that. Crucible of Worlds. There's this Doctor Doom that was in the main set for Black Black. We covered him yesterday. He's the one that makes the 3/3 Doom bots, and then if you control an artifact or a plan, I believe this would go in the 99. He is a villain. He makes the Doom bots. He's an artifact. I'm sure there's multiple Doom. I think there's another Doom that might be in the Jumpstart because it's on the packaging, and then there might be ones. There might be more than one. Basically, this might be the mythic one. There might be a rare one, and this one's from the Commander. So, looking forward to building a Doom villain deck for sure. This one's T'Challa, Black Panther, 1 green, white, human noble hero. Whenever T'Challa enters or attacks, he creates a tap vibranium token, which is basically just like a power stone. Whenever you cast an artifact spell with mana 4 or greater, put 2 1/1 counters on them. So I mean, the power stones are ramping you out. So then you can cast bigger artifacts. So you'll be triggering them every turn. I do feel like this one kind of just like goes into the 99 of maybe Black Panther Wakanda King, which was the Secret Lair one. This one actually has like the payoff of First Strike, and whenever another creature enters, you get like a +1/+1 on like the land, and then you can move them all around. I kind of feel like this one grows without an ability payoff, if that makes any sense. He doesn't have anything to do with besides just being big, you know. The last card was revealed. Where was this at? Vegas, I believe. Um, it's the Commander Vision. Not sure which precon this is going in. I believe it most likely goes in maybe the Captain America Robot Hero and Avenger. Vision Synthesoid Avenger 4. Legendary Artifact Creature Robot Hero. Flying whenever a player casts a spell. If it isn't that player's turn, choose one. +1/+1 counter on Vision, or he phases out. I put that it's a very sticky creature because he can phase out when people try to use removal on him. It's colorless and it's an artifact, so it can synergize with all sorts of things there. I'll probably put it in my Iron Man Titan of Invention deck. Uh, it is a growing threat, although a little slow. It could theoretically gain 3 counters as the tables, but possible. Like a Voltron. That's why I said I might put it in Titan of Invention because my Titan of Invention deck is slightly Voltron-ish. It would also go well in the Captain America deck here because you could attach the equipment to the Vision and then woo woo woo, and then like phase them out and like not lose your equipment. Especially if they target your equipment or try to blow up all artifacts, you just phase him out and it would save all your equipment as well. And that's all for this video, guys. That's all they've shown us for Precon cards so far. Again, this is my most anticipated set of all the Marvel stuff, and I'd like to see what cards you guys are excited to see in the Precons, as well as the main deck, or even the Jumpstart cards. For me, like I've said previously, it's a Beta Ray Bill. I want to see a Beta Ray Bill card. I don't know if it's coming in this set per se, but down the line, I'm sure we'll see one. So comment down below what you think. I will continue to cover the official previews, although I didn't say this in my other videos. I'm going on vacation on the 3rd, so I'll probably be able to cover what we've seen the 3rd and maybe a little bit into the 4th. We start driving, so I will miss the final day of previews, so I'll have to catch up when we get back. But don't worry, we'll cover it all. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.